All right. All right. All right. Alright guys, welcome back. This is fully funded scholarship. We have we're looking at few scholarship opportunities today. The first we have is a 2-year study program. This particular one is in the Netherlands, and this at the University of Twente scholarship program. Is an excellent student scholarship program for MSc program for students who are from non-European countries. So the scholarship value is between 3,000 euro to 22,000 euro for a year. And if you have applied for a 2-year program, make sure you read the information about the 2-year study program below. So the financial coverage of this scholarship is between 3,000 euro to 22,000 euro for a year. Now, this 2-year study period of this particular scholarship will cover your expenses that you're going to be paying within the 2 years of your study. However, the scholarship will only be continued during the 2nd year when student meets the process required in the University of Twente scholarship requirement. And here are the requirements that are actually required. Is that an average grade of 7 out of 10 at the end of the 3rd quartile of the 1st year. And the second is at least 50% of European credits at the end of the 3rd quartile of the 1st year. So meaning that it's an excellent or a merit scholarship that will only continue if you were able to meet up after your first year of study. So the deadline for this scholarship application is 1st of April 2027. So let's look at the programs that are actually eligible and the list of countries that are actually eligible as well. Okay, that's not actually made known. The list of countries that are made known and not the list of countries that are eligible are not made known here. However, the deadline is 1st of April 2027, so you have a lot of time to put in your application, preview all of your documents and the rest of them to apply for this particular scholarship. Note, this particular scholarship is for students who are non-European Union countries. That means this scholarship is for foreigners, non-Europeans. That is the people that this particular scholarship is meant for. Now, application open. That's application to the university for admission is going to open from on the 15th of October 2026 and is going to close on the 1st of April 2027 for programs starting in September 2027. So what this actually means is that this application is going to run for a period of about 6 months, because from October 2026 to April 2027 is a period of about 6 months or 5 months and 2 weeks, so which we can approximately consider as a 6 months application window. So this is just a diagram of how your scholarship application, qualification, nomination or rejection, you coming into University of 20, a publication of your result, you are accepted, and so on and so forth, and how your scholarship will be awarded. So this is just an analogy of the organogram that you can see on the image on the screen. So guys, that's for that particular scholarship. The link for this particular scholarship will be in the description of this video. So let's proceed to the next scholarship that we have on the list, and this particular one is the Amsterdam Merit Scholarship. So this is another merit scholarship. The first was a merit scholarship, the second one also a merit scholarship. These are University of Amsterdam in Netherlands. This also in Europe as well. It's also a master's scholarship. So the University of Amsterdam aims to attract the world's brightest students to its international classroom. Outstanding students from outside the EU and EEA can apply for an Amsterdam Merit Scholarship for the academic year 2026, and the scholarship amount is €25,900. Deadline for application is 15th January 2027. Please note that the scholarship application will only be considered if you have also submitted a complete LLM application by 15th January 23:59 CET, that's Central Eastern Time. Requirements. Okay. Now, for you to apply for this particular scholarship, is almost similar to the previous one we just looked at. You must be a non-EU or European economic country. You must hold their passport. That means it's a scholarship for persons who are non-Europeans, completely international students, and they are non-Europeans. So these are the people that actually were eligible to apply for this scholarship. And you must be applying for this scholarship. You must be applying to a master's program at the University of Amsterdam for the first time. So that was another criteria. Then you be able to comply with the Dutch visa regulation as indicated by the Dutch Immigration Service. And 4, enroll at the University of Amsterdam as a full-time student for the academic year. This scholarship can only be awarded to applicants of international and European law. So these are the programs that are actually eligible for this particular scholarship. Remember, we have eligibility requirements, or the courses that actually open for this particular scholarship. 1 is international and European law, 2 transnational and European private law, 3 law and finance, and 4 international criminal law. So this particular scholarship is more about those who are pursuing an advanced degree in the field of law. What are the selection criteria? Let's briefly look at the selection criteria for this particular scholarship. Eligible candidates are selected for a scholarship on the basis of their academic merit. The following criteria will be considered: 1, minimum GPA comparable to 4.0 in the US, and a first class honor as compared to the UK. It says if you have obtained a non-legal bachelor that gives you admission to the LLM program of your choice, we only include the law courses in the calculation of your GPA. Then for the 5th item, which is 5th requirement, is quality of your motivation letter, which must be within 500 words, or at most 500 words, in which the candidate explains the reason for choosing a specific master's program and the relevance of obtaining this scholarship. So motivation letter is a letter specifying why are you interested in choosing this particular program and what will be its relevance, such. So that's all of the documents that you will be needed to actually submit for this scholarship application. So that is for this scholarship application, and if you have any question, you can message the admission office via this link, or the admission personnel via the link that is available on this particular web page. Then this particular one, this is a particular cybersecurity training. This is specifically for Nigerians. This is a cyber academy owned by Deloitte. Deloitte is one of the leading company in Nigeria, and this particular cyber training program is for program in cybersecurity. We're not going to go into much details. We're going to go towards what are the requirements of applying for this particular cybersecurity internship or training program. He said this is not an employment scheme, but a skill development program that will equip and empower prospective young graduates with invaluable knowledge to solve contemporary and future challenges. You see, with the advent of digitalization and digital economy, internet economy, AI, and the rest of them, cybersecurity is now a necessity that every of us must give a lot of attention to. Yes, so even if you are not interested in learning it, there is need for you to have the knowledge, or have somebody who has the knowledge to help you facilitate some service in your organization. So the requirement for actually applying for this scholarship or this training program is possess a bachelor degree and BSc, BA in computer science, in engineering or related discipline, with a minimum of second class upper. You must have a minimum of 5 credits in your NECO or WAEC. You must be at least, you must not be older than 28 years old as at the date of, so if you're interested, you can apply via this link here. This training is taking place at the Deloitte Cyber Academy in Ozumba, Mbadiwe Avenue in Eti-Osa in Lagos State, Nigeria. So if you're interested, you can